Hi, welcome to your blessings reading. So, this is using the new Blessed Be Oracle cards that I just received from Lucy Cavendich. Um, I'm going to do this in a very interesting way. Okay, so there are 8 cards here. Definitely feel your energy pull you to one card. Okay, so just take a moment and scan the 8 cards. This is going to be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In the beginning, in a few seconds, I'm going to turn over the card so you can get your quick blessing. And if you wish to hear the extended message for that card, I'll be putting the timestamps on the bottom of this video. I'm doing this way because I know some people just like a quick blessing and race through, only have a couple of minutes. And others of you, would like to hear the extended meaning behind the card that's directly from the guidebook. I'll get into that with the timestamps below. Again, these are your blessings. Pick one card, and here's the first part of your blessing. If you pick the first card, you're receiving a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Excellent. If you want to hear the extended, look at the timestamp below, and fast forward, I'll go elaborate. If you pick this card, a blessing on your boundaries. Okay, that's yours. Number 3, a blessing of fire. Ooh, I myself chose this card, so I'm curious what it's going to say after. Okay, number 4, a blessing for good men and fathers. I love that card. If you pick number 5, a blessing to find your way. If you pick number 6, a blessing for healing of injury or illness. You pick number 7, a blessing on your day. And if you pick number 8, you receive a blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the first card again. Look down below to see your timestamp, and now I'm going to read directly to the guidebook to the full intention and meaning of each card. So look below for the card number that you chose, and there will be a timestamp of where you can fast forward the video directly to where I'm reading the extended meaning of each card. If you're leaving us now, have a great day with your blessings. Okay, so the first card, this was a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. If you receive this blessing, a blessing to help you through a conflict that must be faced with courage and compassion for all involved. Battles in our lives are not always the way we have seen them depicted. It may not be a fight or a confrontation or the clash of swords swinging. Most of us do not want the battle. We want the peace and to talk and parlay our way through differences and difficulties within our lives. Many times we may walk away knowing that the battle will bring more damage than we can face, and in other times we must walk through the fires of confrontation and go into a battle we don't want, but which can no longer be avoided. So this is a blessing on those who are to face a battle they wish was not theirs to fight, but it has become clear that they have no choice but to confront, to bring out their arms and to fight. It may be with the law, it may be with wits, it may be through speaking your truth, and it may be by refusing to accept what another has determined is enough for you. It may be with a challenge or a condition or an injustice or a cruelty. So now here, the extended blessing is, whatever the nature and form of the battle before you, accept now this blessing upon you for your courage, for your reluctance to bring aggression into the world, for your refusal to run, for your determination to see this story through, and for the belief that you now have in yourself and whatever cause it is that you now stand up for your warrior's heart, which is blessed with courage and strength, the feeling of fear, yet the ability to stand your ground, for the swinging of the sword and the raising of the shield, for the quiet in the chaos that you will find, and for the sacrifice you will make in order to see this through. You are blessed, and your warrior spirit is rising, and it is blessed, for you are no aggressor or foolish conqueror. You are a soul who will no longer run from what stands between you and the rest of your beautiful life. Blessed be. and that's your blessing. Okay, if you pick this, a blessing on your boundaries. Okay, so hold on one second. A blessing on your boundaries. Here we go. A blessing on your ability to decide where you end and where others begin, on what you will gladly do gladly and without regret. Sorry about that. Let me start over. This is a blessing on your ability to decide where you end and where others begin, on what you will do gladly and without regret, and what you cannot be compelled to do, for it would be against your own nature. Within this lifetime, there will be times when you are unsure of what is most important and what is best for you to do. You will not be sure of why you wish to do something, and when it comes to others, especially others for whom you have strong feelings, it can be a challenge indeed to know what is best to do and to know why we sometimes feel great misgivings when it comes to offering our time, our money, our love, and gifts to another for their use. With this blessing comes a certainty that in this situation, hold on, it's hard to turn the page with one hand. In this situation, this is an elaborate blessing, you will now know the difference between what is best for you to do and what another wants you to do. May you be blessed with the sure ability to say no quietly and without apology to the boss who asks for too much, to the partner who asks you to put your own needs aside for theirs. May it now be clear to you when a friend fails to listen and reciprocate, and when you give without being given to in return. May this blessing draw clearly the lines that mark out your own emotional landscape and make a map of who you are and where you end, so that you may know when others intrude into your space and mind, your heart and home, without invitation. With this blessing of boundaries, let there be respect and consultation, and a renewed appreciation of your own needs and desires. May this blessing give you the power to close a door, to open a window, to ask for help in return, and to support yourself by beginning to respect and acknowledge what it is you need. And with this blessing, these powers you will now have. Blessed be. Love that. Okay, so now we are on the blessing of fire. The blessing of fire, a blessing to bring passion, motivation, and creative spark to your life and to the lives of those that you touch. May the many blessings of the holy fires be yours. May fire's burning passion, its quick intensity, compel you into moments of action, to make decisions, follow the truths of your heart, and quicken and burn like the flames with the earth. May you be warmed and sheltered by the glow of these holy fires, and may they spark again and again the motivation we all need to turn the wheel in our lives. May the blessings of the flames that devour the old be yours, and may they burn through the debris of memory, the fallen deadwood of hurt and grudges, and burn through the pain that so many of us feel when recollecting injustices. May it inspire you to move forward with your life, and may it bring down what no longer serves you. May its crimson heat take light within your own soul and breathe to life the flames within you, so that you kindle again and again the secret inner life which will warm you when all about you grows cold. May you have rising within you from that radiant heart the fire in the head of the poets of old, the ancient brilliance that will allow dreams to ignite, so that you shine with that inner radiance. May any fear of fire pass from you, and may the only flames you tend be those who serve your best self. Let any former harm in other lives from this element pass away now, and let a great spark from the heart of the universe rekindle your love of warmth, your passion, your intensity, and motivation. Let your warm heart be a shelter for others who come to you, like creatures in the woods come to a campfire. And may the fires within be a place of creativity, of dancing and dreams, of stories told through the flickers of flames. May you always have that warmth and its protection and its ardor. for all the days of your life. Blessed be. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so if you got number 4, hold on a second. It's a blessing for good men and fathers. Okay. A blessing for the men, the good men, who do the essential work for themselves, for each other, for their families, for their communities. We need good men, loving fathers, fully flowered in their masculinity. May you be blessed with the healing of any wounds you hold and hide within. May you allow yourself to be vulnerable and tender in the case of the young, in the care of the young. May you be blessed with the strength of your own untainted power and open up to the great abilities that lie within you. Beneath the muscle and sinew and grit and stoic face you show the world. May you be blessed and be open-hearted in love, intelligent in your alliances, honorable in your agreements, and courageous when you must stand and resist the challenges that may come to you now. May you receive the blessings of opening yourself to your own immense internal beauties, refusing to identify only with the shadow which swallows so many good men. Instead, when you meet the darkness within, let it be understood, acknowledged, and honored, healed and transformed, and thus may you turn away from stereotypes and become your true self. May all men be blessed as they do this sacred work. To every man, may you be a brother, and with every honorable act of care and compassion and protection and nurture, may you be most blessed. For you are precious to us all, and your Father us all. It is not through the bonds of biology, but through the strands of connection, for all men are our brothers. May you show the next men how to farther themselves, and thus continue the evolution of our humanity. To all men who have literally had the blessing of children, may your nurture be blessed. To all men who raise and rear other men's children, may you be most blessed. To the good men and the good fathers, for showing the many possibilities of how a man can be good in a very deep, real way, offering us all a well of wisdom for which to drink, a fire of protection and love by which to warm oneself, and the endless love of the sea in which we are reborn. May your gifts to the world return to you threefold. Blessed be. So while I was reading this, to be honest with you, I was thinking, what happens when a woman, this seems so man-geared. I think if you're a woman who pulled this card, you either have some good men, good fathers within your life, or you're helping to raise and actually support those good men and good fathers. So while I was reading that, I was a little distracted by the fact I was thinking, this is very addressed to a man pulling this card. So I really think, again, if you're a woman, you're probably very pivotal with either the raising or support of a very good man and a good father, and it's a blessing for that. That's what I take from that card, if you got that. Okay, so number 5, if you pick number 5, this is a blessing to find your way. A blessing for when we find ourselves utterly lost and unsure of which way to go. Whichever decision we turn, it seems as dense and dark as the other. There is no one to show us the way. There is no light with which to see the path. There is no map for where you find yourself. When we find ourselves in that space where we are utterly bereft of where to turn, of what to do, of whom to trust, let this blessing help you find your way once again. You once knew where you were headed. You once knew who you were. You once could trust in, that inner compass that would help you turn and walk to the true north of your life. But now you are lost. You are without direction and seem to only entangle yourself more with every turn and twist as you seek to escape. This blessing will help you still your movement and rekindle the quiet knowing within you once again. And so now this is the extended blessing. May you surrender to this moment and let yourself be still and quiet for a while. May you seek not to move, but to observe and to feel, and to come back into connection with yourself. May you feel the reweaving of yourself with yourself. And as you do this, may you be blessed with the sight to pierce the darkness and see what lies ahead. When that moment comes, may you begin to feel your compass stir and turn and point to a path. May you begin to rediscover who you are, and in that rediscovery come a knowing of what the person you are must do next. May a sense of relaxed and graceful certainty begin to deliver you from this period of vulnerability. Yet, Let the gifts of understanding and compassion, of the inner knowing which can unite us all, be with you always. For you have been lost, and in the acceptance of that, and in the strange, comforting rest of that, may you now give yourself the space and time to allow your core to speak to you again. For its voice was dulled by the noise of the world and the apparent certainty of knowing who you are. When we lose that, we can finally have the moment in which we can see the soul clearly without bias and cliche. We find ourselves through the losing of who we thought we were and where we thought we ought to go. May this process of loss and re-enrichment bring you the blessing of your own self. Blessed be. And that was your blessing. If you pick number 6, you are having a blessing for healing of injury or illness. A blessing to bring you all that will restore and revive you in your time of need. May the bloom of health blossom upon your pale cheek, and may the strength of the great old trees and beings begin to flow again through your veins. May the cells in your body begin to regenerate and turn over again and again and again until all that was not well is no longer resident within the body or the holy form your spirit has taken in this lifetime. May the urge to stand again, to laugh and dance, to move and smile into the eyes of strangers be yours, and let the healing come within the breath, so that each, intake, I have to turn the page with my hands, so that each intake of the great green world and the depth of the oceans frees you. May you begin to rise from your bed, refreshed and hopeful, and may the muscles of your body grow firm and long with good use. Let your hair shine, your eyes sparkle, and the strong white bones in your body support your movements. May the nurturing time within the cave of healing have brought to you compassion for those who suffer, a deeper understanding of what it is like to be the outsider for a time, and a new appreciation of the perfection of form you have been born into. And if you are not the same as you were before the time of illness, let that part of yourself go and focus now on the new being you are becoming, and bring this to birth through the support of your body. Allow any habits of thought or of body that will not support the return of blessed health leave now, for they are not yours, and you are here to be seen and to be part of the world. Let yourself make the very most of the blessing of your health. Be outside amongst the natural world. Breathe deep of mountain air and sing the song of your shining blood out into the valleys and the meadows. You are as natural as the flower, as strong as the metal beneath the earth, and you will be reborn to yourself. When it comes, be joyful and know this blessing can be worked with and enjoyed for all the days of your life to come. Be well to your soul and help others to find their health too by being an example of that shining energy now and always. Blessed be. And that was your blessing. This is the 7th card, a blessing on your day. Let's get to a blessing on your day. A blessing to bring awareness, to shape and set the energy of the day, and to frame it with light and the possibilities of healing, adventure, and gratitude. May your soul feel called by the song of the day. May this day be gentle and good, clear and sure, filled with grace and gentle reminders of your own divinity. May the people you meet this day show generosity of spirit, be hospitable and welcoming, and open and candid in all of their dealings. May the sky be filled with blue and white. May the green beneath your feet be solid and soft to walk upon. May the rain feel soft and nourishing, and trees whisper to you the secrets that you need to know. May any challenges you encounter find an answering strength and courage within you. And when you come to your rest this night, may you remember the many blessings this day held and account for them with the gods and be thankful for each of them, no matter how small. Blessed be. And if you pick the last one, a blessing to ease loneliness. Okay. This is a blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. This is a blessing for when we find ourselves without those touchstones of our humanity. our friends and companions. A period of loneliness, quite different to solitude, can take place for many reasons. We can move away, or lives can change and be reshaped, and suddenly the space we found for each other has been closed off or absorbed by others. Sometimes we isolate ourselves, unwilling to be a burden to any others, and some are born into shyness and paralyzing social anxieties that make the seeking of friendships a terrifying thing. This blessing is for you when you feel alone. Let there be that call, that note, that memory that comes forth to remind you of your innate worthiness. Let there be that smile from a stranger or a touch from a kind hand that lets you know your humanity is the same as theirs, and you have about you connections that can be rewoven. Let other gentle hands pick up and do the reweaving when you find yourself unable to perform the task, and let serendipity come to you, guiding you to chance meetings or places where music plays and people move, and the gathering is understanding of you, yet surrounds you with the quality of inclusion. Let the loneliness begin to break, like clouds slowly moving apart, and the great heaviness of isolation begins to be lightened by loving companions, humans and otherwise, until you return to a place where you know you have within you life, those who care for you. And without your presence, their life will seem less bright. Blessed be. So, those are all your wonderful blessings. Anytime you need a blessing, pick a card and may your life be filled with blessings. Take care.